Let's take a look at some of those themes in play and put the skills we've developed into practice. When noticing relationship themes, you will most likely see things like the desire to connect with others, trust being demonstrated, approval or attention seeking, and collaboration and cooperative play. Knowing and understanding this will help you to tailor your reflections to the child, to demonstrate your understanding and validation of them, as well as to assist them in developing an adaptive emotional vocabulary and prompts to assist them when engaging with others. You could reflect a feeling such as, "You seem happy," or "The smile on your face shows me that you're happy," and enlarge the meaning to something like, "It feels good to be included and invited to play with friends," or "It's fun to play games when you're both able to share and take turns." Now this theme of power and control looks a little different. This is where you'll most likely see a child demonstrate the desire to dominate, take charge, make decisions, and in response may overwhelm others. Helping a child recognize this, while also using the ACT limit setting model, may assist in this theme being expressed in a positive and adaptive manner. For example, you could reflect, "It's hard to share with others," communicate the limit, "but toys aren't for grabbing," and finally offer the alternative. You can say, "Can I have a turn next?" or "I would rather play this way instead." You may also notice that power and control themes often go hand in hand with another theme of revenge, sometimes, not always, where a child may show malice or break the toys of others. You could continue to reflect those difficult feelings, making sure you offer an alternative that helps the child achieve their desired outcome in a positive and safe way, and offer a choice if the limit setting isn't effective, so as to ensure the safety of the child and objects, while kindly enforcing the concept of consequences for actions. The theme of helplessness is a tough one to witness in children, as we so often want to jump in and assist them when we notice that they give up easily. Instead, helping them understand and express their emotions, for example by reflecting, "It's tough when we don't understand schoolwork," as well as collaboratively problem solve alternatives to meet their needs. For example, maybe you could write a note explaining the part you don't understand and ask your teacher to explain it a different way tomorrow. This will help them develop a sense of self-efficacy and adaptive skills to overcome challenges independently. The theme of safety and security is often seen in play as building structures like walls, fences, and castles, or seeking to defend and protect. Reflections could include things like the desire to keep oneself or others safe, wanting to feel strong and powerful, or even highlighting relationships that are important, such as protecting a best friend or a younger sibling because they're cared for. Safety and security may also mean highlighting a secure adult relationship that the child is able to turn to in times of uncertainty. You could say things like, "When you feel worried, you go to Dad for a hug because he makes you feel safe." A mastery theme will most likely include skills such as deconstructing, constructing, competency, and reaching resolutions. This is a process-oriented theme, and it's pretty solution-focused as the child often likes to see the end result. This is where skills are learned, practiced, and strengthened. Reflections may include the patience being demonstrated learning a new skill, the problem-solving abilities that are demonstrated, or the need to try different ways before being able to execute the task. This is a great theme to highlight to boost the self-esteem of a child and to practice using those encouragements rather than praise. This could include things such as, "You were able to figure that challenge out," "You kept trying when it was difficult," "You learned a new way to do that," or even, "You kept yourself calm when that was frustrating you." A nurturing theme will include play that shows care for others, self-care, healing, and empathy. Reflecting on this theme allows you to bring awareness to kind, compassionate, and considerate traits, such as wanting to look after a friend or wanting to make them feel better, wanting to heal or care for another, or even noticing who may offer those experiences to a child. For example, after hurting your knee, you went to mum for a band-aid. Your mum helped you feel better. It's also helpful to include reflections regarding self-care and regulation. For example, you needed time to feel better, so you hugged your favorite toy. These are important foundational skills that will assist the child in identifying his or her coping and regulation skills later on. Themes of death, loss, and/or grief may be seen in response to experiencing a death of a loved one, parents divorcing, or even separation by foster care or incarceration. Reflecting on these difficult feelings will help the child develop an emotional vocabulary for him or herself, as well as encourage them to build the resources needed for those moments, such as expressing emotions, asking for help, building a support system, or practicing coping skills. And finally, themes that seem to depict sexualized situations, such as overtly adult interactions, may indicate abuse, neglect, or other underlying issues. Should these occur, it is suggested to always seek the appropriate supervision to ensure the necessary precautionary measures are followed to ensure the child's safety and well-being.